Hey guys, today we're going to be looking at how to order real numbers on a number line. And so if you look at example 4, we have a list of numbers and they gave us a number line going from -1 to 1. And they want us to list the orders in increasing order. So this is important. Increasing order meaning we want to go from least to greatest. Another way or another word that we might see is ascending order. Just going to write that, ascending order. And I know a strategy that I can use is to convert all of these numbers to decimals so that it helps me put them on a number line. So I'm going to make a table where the top of the table has the number in the form that it was given to me. So I have 3/7, negative 372 thousandths, negative 2/3, 500ths, negative 1/8, and 4/5. And then on my second row, that is where I'm going to put the decimal equivalents. So I already see that 2 of my values are already in decimal form. So I can just bring that down. And I can actually start plotting them on my number line. So negative 372 thousandths, if I look at this number line, I see it goes from 0 all the way to -1, but it hops 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, meaning that each hop is 0.2. So this is -0.2, this would be -0.4, -0.6, and -0.8, meaning it will hop the opposite way in the same manner. So the first jump would be 2/10, then 4/10, then 6/10, and then 8/10, all the way to our 1 whole. So negative 372 thousandths is more negative than negative 2/10, but not as quite as negative as negative 4/10. So I'm going to put that right here and say that that is my negative 372 thousandths. My next number that I can already graph is going to be the 5 thousandths. 5 thousandths is very close to 0. So I'm going to put that very close to 0 on my number line. I'm going to label it. So then last I have 3 more numbers that I need to convert. I know that 4/5 is a benchmark fraction from 6th grade, and 4/5 is equivalent to 8/10. So I can do that automatically in my brain, which means I can go graph it right here, right at 8/10, and that represents 4/5. So I have 3 more numbers. So I'm going to go use the tool, and I'm going to use Desmos. I'm going to go to Desmos, and I'm going to make a table. And I'm going to make all of the y values 0. Well, actually, I don't even need to do that. What I can do is say, what is 3 divided by 7? And it gives me the value of 43/100 if I round. So on my scratch paper, I'm writing that 3/7 is equal to 43/100. The next one I'm going to do is negative 2/3. So negative 2 divided by 3. And that is a negative 0.66666 repeating. So I'm just going to say negative 0.67. So on my scratch paper, I'm writing negative 2/3 is equivalent to negative 67/100. And the last one we have is negative 1/8. So negative 1 divided by 8. And that gives me negative 0.125 or 125 thousandths. So I've gotten everything I need So I'm going to go back to my problem that I was annotating on. And I'm going to say, okay, 3/7, I found out that that was equivalent to 43/100. So I'm going to go plot that on my number line. And it's a little bit more than 4/10, so I'm going to say right about here. And that number originally was 3/7. Then negative 2/3 we said was negative 67/100. And so again, on my number line, negative values sometimes can be tricky to order. And so a number line is a really good tool that we can use. So I see that negative 67/100, it's more negative than 6/10, not as quite negative as negative 8/10. So I'm going to put it right to the left of negative 6/10 and label it as negative 2/3. And lastly, we had that negative 1/8 was equivalent to negative 0.125. And again, when I go to graph that, it's not quite to negative 2/10, but it's also not quite to 0. So I'd say it's right in the middle, a little bit closer to negative 2/10. And once we put all of our numbers on our number line, we can easily see the values in ascending order. And so our first number, which is our least number, is negative 2/3. And then it's negative 0.372. Then we get, oops, I wrote negative 0.125, but really we know that that was negative 1/8. So then I'm going to go over here and say negative 1/8. Then we had 5/100, positive 3/7, and a positive 4/5. All right, guys, and now we're done. Thank you.